Good afternoon and welcome to Sugden Road for the second game today. It's the Surbiton women playing against Reading. My name's Glenn Jones and I'm joined in commentary by Darcy Bourne.
Nice
Good to have you.
back. Thanks for having me.
So we'd like to see you on the pitch, but unfortunately you've got a little niggle.
Yeah, a little niggle on my foot, but I'll be back playing next week, I'm hoping.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, nothing too major.
So 2 home games this weekend.
Yeah, it's glorious. A weekend at Sugden Road.
A weekend at Sugden Road. I gather it was a bit sunnier yesterday afternoon, although I have to say I was in Antigua where it was very sunny.
Showing off.
I know. But it's good to be back. So a good victory yesterday. 5-1 against Hampton and Westminster.
5-1. 5-1.
Was it 5-1?
I think it was 5-1. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, a great game. I guess Hampstead, they were second in the league.
Yep.
So nice to get a good win against a team like that.
Very good. So now we just got to keep the momentum going. Obviously, this is a rematch of last year's Premiership final, which I probably shouldn't mention.
I think a rematch that we're going to come and get a bit of revenge from.
Right. That's the bet for today then.
Put a lot of money on it.
It's always good. Oh, it's always good to get a prediction before we start.
I mean, a big win coming our way, I think.
Right.
Got a good feeling today.
Good. Well, we've already seen Surbiton's men beat Oxford. That was probably a closer game than we thought. Oxford fought very well. It's just
Well, it was 2 at half time,
2
right?
all at half time.
And then it was 6 by the end, no? 6-2.
Yeah.
It's a good win.
I think Surbiton's fitness and strength in depth probably told towards the end.
Yeah, I mean, the boys' squad is just so strong. I think they have a good season coming ahead for them.
Obviously, the women only returned to action yesterday. Slightly delayed start because of the World Cup qualifier in India. I think the women got back later than the men.
Yeah, I think our tournament was a whole week later because of an Indian national holiday.
Right.
Classic India doing just ruling FIH, isn't it?
I think it's whether it's in the hockey or the cricket, they seem to hold a fair amount of sway.
Yeah, but they've got a big crowd base, so I guess it makes sense, doesn't it?
So Maddie Axford looking to get us underway. There we go. I'm sure Surbiton will be looking for a fast start.
Yeah, I think we do like a fast game, and quite often we start with the pace and then hope that by the end of the game the other team can't keep up.
Good play by Reading, getting the ball into the circle. Certainly Reading at the start aren't dropping off.
No, I think Reading are going to come here to fight. They're, a very good team and they're very well drilled. And I think they had a disappointing game yesterday losing to Durham, so they're going to come out flying for sure. But so will we.
Should be a good game. Obviously, you mentioned that Reading had gone up to Durham yesterday, so they had the long trip, but the students have done well for their first season in the Premier Division for a while.
Yeah, you know what? They're a really good team and they've got some very skillful players. We actually struggled against them when we went away to Durham. I think we just got a win, 3-2 it might have been. But they've got a lot of potential as a team, and travelling all that way makes it difficult as well.
I think that's right. I think maybe Costello picking the ball up there. Erica Sanders carrying the ball. Long ball forward there.
Big ball from Giselle.
Looking to link with Martha Taylor, just couldn't quite get on the end of it.
She made some really nice balls yesterday from the back all the way to the forward line quite a few times.
And I think it's where that range of passing becomes really important, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, she got a hit slap in a very big area, probably the biggest area in the league, to be honest. So she's a bit of a powerhouse at the back for us. Josie's looking very controlled in that screen position there.
Sophie Hamilton looking to get the ball going forward early.
Oh.
Just couldn't quite get it back across the circle. Reading pinned into that bottom corner. Looked on that occasion as though the free hit was given for the first tackle rather than the clean one at the end.
To win the ball back there without the umpire thinking that there's a foul in that corner.
There's the turnover, so break on for Reading. Rather harmlessly given away. Return from Maddie Axford. Amy Koslow bringing the ball forward, but getting a pocket pick there. It's good to have Aisha back in goal.
Yeah, so good to have her back. She's obviously an unbelievable goalie, but a huge character for us in this team, and she's had her fair share of injuries, so it's nice to see her back playing.
I think she's worked hard to get herself fit and back quite quickly.
Yeah, she's worked really hard. She's definitely a gritty person, that's for sure. And that's a good save from Aisha as well.
Save or coming back off the post, I'm not quite sure how that came out.
She didn't actually touch the ball yesterday in her first game back. Hopefully she won't have to again today, too much.
Yeah, the ball travelling straight into the circle there without going the requisite 5 metres. Good aerial down that left-hand side. It certainly started with a little bit of pace this game.
Yeah, for sure. I think Reading are looking to go quick on the counter, and that's probably the opportunity they're looking for. So that's something Surbiton have got to be careful about, probably.
Good defending there by Reading.
That's lovely defending from Izzy. Good work back from her. One of the youngsters in the team.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of young Izzies.
Got Izzy Young up front as well. I think she's a class player. She scores goals for fun, that girl.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that some of the youngsters, I think, I don't know how old Monica is that's playing today.
I think she's upper sixth, so
right,
17 or 18.
But they're pretty young to be playing at this level.
Yeah, and they've trained with us for a long time, so it's great for them to get these opportunities to play.
Reading with the ball in the circle.
I think at this point, Reading have actually had a bit more circle possession than Surbiton have.
Yeah, I think Rob Foxall-Smith will be quite happy with the way they've played so far.
Good counter-attack opportunity, 3v2. Ellie McKenzie going into the D.
On that reverse hit, wins the penalty corner.
Ellie's just so quick that when you get her on the ball, it's hard to defend. You can see how much she's grown as a player since coming to Surbiton with the help of Beckett and Barry.
I think over the last year, yeah, she's really developed her game, and that paid off with Scotland in their World Cup qualification.
Yeah, she was a huge player for them. She got 2 player of the matches, I think, out there. So, yeah, she's growing as a player, and it's great to see, really. And great for Scotland. I think it's the first time in 24 years they've qualified for a World Cup, so very big achievement for those girls.
So Georgie Gardens to inject.
What do you reckon, Giselle or Amy?
I'm going Amy.
Yeah, I think so too.
Re-award. See if anything changes.
Giselle looks pretty ready, I'm not going to lie.
First opportunity for Surbiton.
Back to Amy.
Just wide of that left post. The game remains at 0-0. So the girls prefer to play in their black kit for home games, or is this just rather than washing the white kit from yesterday?
I think it could be a washing job, if I'm being honest. I prefer the black kit. I think it looks very professional, a little bit scary maybe.
Yeah, I think the black kit's a really good option.
Yeah, I think all of our kit's pretty nice actually. Looks very smart.
Reading just unable to connect in that final third.
We've got a lot more numbers than Reading on this counter-attack. Didn't quite make the connection between Sophie and Martha there.
I think you're right, it's when that ball's turned over, going the other way at pace. So whether could have some dividends.
Wonder if there might be some tired legs out there on a back-to-back game day.
I think just watching the men's game, I think they found that particularly.
Yeah, especially after such a long break. A lot of girls have either not played a match in a while or played probably too many matches recently. So
yeah,
either way, you're going to leave some tired legs out there.
Good little pop aerial down the line there.
It's a lovely tackle from Amy Costello there.
Reading coming forward again. Good connection there. Gets the shot away.
Aisha made that save look easy. Just getting some touches in the bank.
So she's already made more saves than yesterday.
She has. Good stats.
Makes the connection this time from Sophie Hamilton to Maddie Axford.
I think there's definitely a difference in umpiring coming from the international game, where I think they've been trying to do a lot more playing advantage and playing on, and you can see a little bit of frustration from some of the players.
And there's a classic example of that. Liam Sutton, the umpire.
Erica Sanders not looking very happy with that season. I think she would back herself to put that in the net there.
Hold the whistle.
Yeah.
And just see where that ball ends up. Yeah, and I think that's a fair play. Doing a bit of umpiring myself, I think trying to play the advantage, particularly in that attacking third, to the attacking side, often pays dividends.
Yeah, exactly. But having umpired 1 or 2 school games, I know it's not an easy job. I thought that was going in. think that took a touch off the defender from Giselle there.
Yeah, I think that's right. Ball back into the circle.
I thought that might have been another corner there, but it must have been a glove off the defender.
Nobody was particularly appealing strongly there. Free hit to Reading.
Heavy touch from Giselle there, but probably quite an important one.
She made sure it was cleared over the boundary.
I think that's her cricket background coming out there.
I think Surbiton will be looking to try and create a clear chance.
Yeah, for sure.
Important touch by Reading just to take the ball away there. Good play to take the ball out of contact.
Got Ellie McKenzie going at speed again, doing what she does. Got two people tying up their shoelaces right now. That was a good touch from G. She didn't play yesterday, but she's definitely a key player for us in Surbiton.
Georgie Gardens.
Sorry.
Was it?
Yeah. She goes by G.
G.
In case everyone didn't know that.
And she's got herself involved in the international setup, I think, as well, hasn't she?
Yeah, she got
recently?
a contract probably a year and a half ago, and she's just been improving so quickly as well.
Keeping the pressure on that.
Sharpie, Alice Sharp's got her 150th Premier League cap for Surbiton today, I think. She's been at the club since forever, in my eyes. I feel like I've been at the club forever and she's been at the club longer.
That's a really good achievement.
Yeah.
No mean feat at this level. Particularly to keep yourself involved in the Surbiton side.
Mm. I think some of the opposition aren't happy with that decision, but the Surbiton crowd are.
I think the two umpires worked in. I think they collaborated there.
From here, it definitely looked like a corner.
It looked like a corner from here.
Yeah.
And I think Claire Barwood just gave Liam Sutton the nod to say that it was a penalty corner. So Giselle and Amy at the top of the circle. See what can happen this time.
I think that was meant for
I think it was meant
Erica
for the
to get a
deflection.
touch, but it was just skipping a little bit.
So we're into the last 2 minutes of this first quarter. It's gone very quickly.
It has. It's been a Quick game, but still scoreless.
There we go.
Quick 2 minutes.
Quick 2 minutes break for the coaches to just make a few tweaks, impart a little bit of knowledge, what they've seen so far. The game stays tied at 0-0. And I think from the Surbiton perspective, it's important to just try and keep the momentum going.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's easy when it's tied to feel like you need to change it, but if we keep playing the way we're playing, I think this game should go the way we want it to go.
Yeah, and a quick reminder for everybody that follows Premiership hockey here in England that the Premiership finals will return to Sugden Road over the May bank holiday, so that's the first weekend in May. We'll be hosting the top 4 women's team, top 4 men's teams on the Saturday and Sunday. Tickets are on sale via the England Hockey website, so it'd be great to plan your time to come down here, watch some really good hockey games throughout that Saturday and Sunday, and I think there's also some Masters games on the Monday.
Is there? That'll be fun. Should be a great weekend. I'm really looking forward to it.
If you've not been down to Sugden Road recently, you might find that the bar looks a little bit different.
It looks glorious.
The official opening of the new Surbiton Bar Clubhouse facilities will be next weekend.
Is it? I did not know that.
I think it's to coincide with the men's game with Old Georgians on the Saturday.
Do we have a home game that day too? I think we do.
That's right. I think there's a men's and women's double header.
That'll be fun.
So here we go. Second quarter underway. So I'm mindful of your prediction earlier on, Darcy, which I'll keep reminding you of.
Still feeling confident. A lot can happen in 3 quarters. I'm sure both teams will be feeling confident because I think we've both beaten each other
Good
a couple
play.
of times in the last few years.
Yeah, and I think at the moment Reading's league position probably doesn't reflect their ability as a side.
You'll have to remind me where they are in the league.
They're about 4th or 5th at the moment.
Wow. And they're the team that are going to EHL as well.
They are. EHL at Den Bosch.
That'll be a fun weekend for sure.
I think anybody that likes hockey would enjoy that weekend. Certainly the continental clubs and fans make a big pilgrimage each year. Barwood calling the stick block there. Yeah, so Reading currently in 5th place on 21 points, so it's quite tight at the top. So Surbiton on 32, Hampton and Westminster on 26, East Grinstead on 25, Wimbledon 22, Reading 21. Still plenty to play for and trying to secure one of those top 4 slots.
Definitely. So I guess these next few games are especially important for Reading at the moment. It's a good interception from Sophie Hamilton there.
Emma Finlay just thinking that she turned a stick over there.
Yeah, I think she tackled with the wrong side of her stick, to be honest.
Certainly that's what Liam Sutton thought.
You can hear the Reading coach telling them to come out at Surbiton, and that's the pressure that you're saying that they have on this game, isn't it?
That's right. But as you know only too well, trying to press like that for a whole 70 minutes.
It's pretty difficult, especially on a double-header weekend.
Transferring the ball around the back.
Not sure if Amy or Giselle have come off yet. Probably not.
No, I haven't seen Monica come on. Monica Alcover, one of the youngsters, England Junior International.
That was a great tackle by Izzy Young there. She's one of the youngsters we're talking about. I think the girls thought that might have been inside.
I think the girls did think that was inside.
I'll include myself in the girls there.
Great tackle there by Izzy Young.
I think Izzy Young's such a good player on the ball in the attacking half, but it's great to see her having an impact in the defensive game as well.
I think, yeah, that's the part of the game that they learn by practicing and training at this level.
Exactly. I remember the first time I tackled Georgie Twigg, I went home and told my parents. Best day of my life. Oh.
And just couldn't quite make the connection in front of goal. Ellie McKenzie tracking back. Sorry, Maddie Axford tracking back. Just delaying Reading.
It is a quick game though. Every counter-attack, both teams are just going at each other. I wonder who will get tired first. It's pretty hard to sit here and not cheer the girls on, but I think that'll hurt everyone's ears if they're watching on the stream.
Another good intervention there by Izzy Young.
Abby did some well to get out of that pressure there. She had 3 Surbiton players really tight on her.
One corner given. Good connection there again. Some good play by Izzy Young this quarter.
Izzy Key on the ball. That was a really good opportunity there. I wonder if we could have taken a shot a little bit earlier.
Yeah, it seemed to take a little bit of time before the shot came in, and first touch didn't take it towards the goal. Maybe another opportunity now.
That's a lovely ball.
There you go.
And there's a goal.
Looks like Maddie Axford. Is that?
I couldn't see, honestly. The ball came across from Erica Sanders. Or maybe it was Eloise. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it's Maddie Axford, number 14.
Another good goal scorer that we have in our team.
Yeah, joined from Nottingham University, I think, start of this season.
Yep.
So Surbiton finally take the lead. We'll see if that goal changes anything in terms of the patterns of play and the dynamics.
Well, Reading have had the ball since the pushback now. Just keeping it in high transfer, which is no bad thing.
There's the opportunity for Surbiton to break out now. They're going to have a free hit.
And that all came from Maddie Axe with pressure at the back there.
Yeah. Not giving her opponent any time on the ball and forcing the mistake. Quickly into the circle again. Surbiton with another penalty corner. So we'll see what routine's deployed this time.
Well, both Giselle and Amy have had 2 goes each, I think, now.
A couple of sighters.
I think if you're running, you don't.
I think
you want the
probably
advantage
want
there.
the advantage there. Yeah.
That is Giselle's laughing at the back. She knows that we've gotten a bit lucky there.
Yeah. It looked like a 4-on-2 on the break.
I think they might have had more numbers than that, to be honest. Clean intercept from Maddie Axford.
There's a break on now.
Got Alice Sharp on her right and Izzy Young in the circle. And Ellie McKenzie on her backhand.
I think that was going in. Needed a deflection from the Reading goalie.
It's absolutely going on target. I think you get Ellie McKenzie in the circle on her backhand and it's going to go on target.
Nikki Cochrane in goal for Reading. Long corner to Surbiton. Georgie Gardens with it. Costello with the aerial into the circle.
That's what, the 6th short corner now?
Yep. We need to convert one. The percentages are not high at the moment.
You're not wrong about that. I reckon this is the one.
If it's not, I know what practice will be on Monday and Wednesday. So coming up to around 5 minutes to go in this first half. Reading just sorting their ECD kit out. Giselle again. Keeper goes down early.
Save on the line. Illegal save on the line.
Presumably that was stick to foot rather than straight foot, as if it had been going in.
Yeah, I'm confused about that, but no one seems to be appealing.
And the Reading defence stand firm, so our maths makes that about none from 8 or 9 now. We've got 2 balls on the pitch.
I think it's tricky because PCA, you need everyone there at training, and we've all been away for so long. So I think that's why we're only using directs at the moment.
With just over 3 minutes to go in this first half, Surbiton leading 1-0. That first goal we're crediting to Maddie Axford, but we'll check at half time.
Oh, it's good defending from Amy.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure it hit the stick, but equally it looked like it was down into the ground and way above the knee height as well. So,
and Amy's got long legs, so that's definitely a high ball.
I think she's shaking her hand, so may have gone down hand on stick. Good turn there by Sophie Hamilton.
She got her 100th Surbiton appearance yesterday. Everyone's racking in the milestones at the moment.
Presumably these stats are courtesy of Colin Pike.
Of course.
I was going to say I can't think that anybody else is counting the games with such accuracy.
I don't know what we'd do without him. Ooh. I think Maddie Axford did well not to slip onto the ball there, otherwise that would have been a short corner.
Pulled out of there.
Yeah.
Well brought down by Maddie Axford there.
It's a great trap,
play.
especially
really good play.
with the defender that was not 5 away from her. Oh.
Just feels as though there's a little bit more space.
I think as people get tired, not everyone. Oh my. The defender did very well to get a touch on that. Don't know who it was actually defending Erica there. Might have been Rebecca Daniels.
So with a minute to go, Reading be looking to see if they can create one last chance. Martha Taylor just looking to play the ball, even though she didn't make contact, it stopped the Reading.
Sometimes the perceived pressure is enough.
See that Monica Alcover's over on that far side, so she's come into play. Re-hit to Reading. About 5 seconds to go. So they'll need to get this ball into the circle quickly. There we go. So we reach half time. Surbiton will be happy that they're leading.
I think there will be, but another goal in there would make everyone a little bit more comfortable.
We just needed one of those 10 penalty corners to create another goal.
That would have been good.
But we'll join you, or do join us in the second half when we return.
that drives us on. And for you, it can be the difference between one won or one lost. So it's never only one, as it could be the one. Like the 1 degree of elevation that enhances your performance. Or the 0.001 COR that creates the impact in your game. 0.1 millimeter of thickness to produce the furthest distance. Or the adjustment of 1 millimeter to create a second skin feeling. The 1 gram that took hundreds of tests and our most tenacious minds. So if it seems crazy to care so much about one, well, then we're the crazy ones. Crazy love. Reach beyond. Mizuno. One second, 1 degree, 1 fraction. 1, a number that seems so small, even insignificant to some. But for us, it's the crazy pursuit of one that drives us on. And for you, it can be the difference between one won or one lost. So it's never only one, as it could be the one. Like the 1 degree of elevation that enhances your performance. Or the 0.001 COR that creates the impact in your game. 0.1 millimeter of thickness to produce the furthest distance. Or the adjustment of 1 millimeter to create a second skin feeling. The 1 gram that took hundreds of tests and our most tenacious minds. So if it seems crazy to care so much about one, well, then we're the crazy ones. Crazy love. Reach beyond. Mizuno.
So welcome back to Sugden Road. You'll find us only with a water cannon and no teams at the moment. Teams have all just left the pitch for their half-time team talk. Surbiton leading Reading by 1-0. The other games today on this double-header weekend. Up at Durham, Durham University 2, East Grinstead 3. Quite a lot of action late in the game there. East Grinstead were winning 2-0. Durham pulled one back in the 54th minute through Lorna Crawford. Bibber Mills then restored East Grinstead's lead. Katie Rimmer then pulled one back in the 63rd minute, and that's how the game ended. 3-2. And then in the other game today, Hampstead and Westminster 1, Wimbledon 0. The Hampstead and Westminster, I don't actually have the details of the Hampstead and Westminster scorer. Obviously a close game there. So with those details factored in, current table leaves Surbiton leading the table after 12 games with 32 points. Hampton and Westminster are second. They've currently played 2 games more, so they've played 14 with 29 points. East Grinstead are third, 28 points from 13 games. And Wimbledon are fourth, 22 points from 13 games. So this game is quite critical here. Reading looking to get back into the game in the second half. Currently 1-0 down. Surbiton looking to win the game and extend their lead at the top of the table to 6 points. So Reading looking to get us underway. It'll be Surbiton shooting towards the car park end at Sugden Road in this second half. Been a nice day, but as the sun goes down, we've got the lights on here at Surbiton, getting quite nippy. Surbiton turning the ball over. Sophie Hamilton carrying strongly out to Alice Sharp. As always, Erica Sanders looking to get a shot away. Again, one back by Alice Sharp. Surbiton winning a penalty corner. Huddle at the top of the circle. Martha Taylor heads off to be the injector on this occasion. I think Surbiton had about 10 penalty corners in the first half, didn't manage to score any. Still going to be Amy Costello and Giselle Ansley at the top of the circle. Good save there by Nikki Cochrane. Maddie Axford carrying the ball forward very strongly there. Got the ball into the circle now. Arthur Taylor. Good defending, protecting her feet there, the Reading player. It's a long corner. play there by Alice Sharp to win the penalty corner. Surbiton really need to make one of these penalty corner opportunities pay. They're probably heading up towards a dozen penalty corners so far. Nikki Cochrane in the Reading goal has stood firm so far. Goalie doing the same thing each time, which is going down. Good defending and deflection there by the Reading penalty corner defence. Long corner there for Surbiton. Jazanzi trying to hit the ball in early. It's going to be Georgie Gardens with that restart. Reading win the free hit. They can quickly. Ball back in play with the Reading on the halfway line. Surbiton just unable to make a connection there and convert that chance. Maddie Axford driving down that right hand side. Gets the ball across. But again, good defending by Reading. Georgie Gardens getting a head up, looking for a forward pass, but there isn't one on, so works with Sophie Hamilton. All harmlessly over the baseline. Reading so far standing firm to the Surbiton pressure. Mackenzie unable to connect with Izzy Young. Again, opportunity there for Surbiton, just unable to make it count. Just feel as though the pressure's building a little bit now. About 6 minutes left in this third quarter. Reading looking to get out of their bottom. It's a free hit given to Surbiton there. No. Umpire just making a decision clear, letting both sides recover. Players just running into each other. Surbiton player taking a short rest. Number 22, Izzy Key. Free hit outside the circle to Reading. Another opportunity to create something here. All picked up by Ellie Mackenzie. Connects with Izzy Young. So Ellie Mackenzie given a card there, I believe, for asking for a card. So Surbiton with two players sat down at the moment. Alice Sharp protecting the ball there. About 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter. It still remains Surbiton 1, Reading 0. Martha Taylor just unable to bring the ball under control. So we enter the last 2 minutes of this third quarter. Reading on the attack. Surbiton now back to a full complement of 11 players. Good hockey, good attacking play there. Georgie Gardens, Maddie Axford, Alice Sharp. Really good break, creating the opportunity. Nikki Cochran standing firm. End of the third quarter. Still Surbiton 1, Reading 0. Just 17.5 minutes to go then. And it's been a close game all afternoon between these two sides. As I say, a repeat of last year's Premiership final, which Reading run out winners in. Surbiton will be looking for a way to get a second goal. Had a number of penalty corners, probably around a dozen penalty corners. Not managed to convert any, down to the strong Reading defence, and particular the performance of Nikki Cochran in goal. Be interesting to see how the final quarter plays out. Both teams obviously had games yesterday. A quick reminder that at the end of Phase 3, the EHL Premiership Finals weekend will take place here at Sugden Road, Surbiton Hockey Club, over the May bank holiday, so the first May weekend. The top 4 women's Premiership teams and the top 4 men's Premiership teams will compete here over the Saturday and Sunday, looking for that elusive crown of Premiership champions and the golden ticket to next year's EHL. It was rather a heavy challenge in the middle of the pitch. It'd be interesting to see whether we go back for that. I think both umpires are looking to go. That's a yellow card. Yellow card for Maddie Axford. Surbiton are going to be down to 10 players the next 5 minutes. Reading carrying forward into the circle. Aisha McFerrin stepping out in the Surbiton goal to intercept that play. Umpire Claire Barwell just moving the Reading player a bit wider. A good ball into the circle and a deflection goes wide of that right-hand post. Sophie Hamilton driving forward. Erica Sanders restarts with the free hit, gets the ball back. Good jab tackle there by Eloise Stenner. So 15 minutes to go. Very tight game.
Kept the same colour.
Reading restart the game. Surbiton pick the ball up on the halfway line. Amy Costello, Jill Ansley. All forward there. Reading driving in to the final third. Well picked up. Surbiton can't keep possession. That's a stroke. That's got to be a stroke. Reading move the ball around the back. Surbiton sideline it just on the halfway line. Just over 11 minutes to go. Sophie Hamilton plays the ball into the circle. Kept in. And Maddie Axford has returned to play. Great ball forward there from Amy Costello. Can they connect? No. Calm defending from Reading. Another long corner. Out to Ella Burnley. Another great ball forward from Amy Costello. Good step by Georgie Gardens. There'll be a Reading sideline ball. Ball forward from Izzy Young. Probably just need a little bit more care with the pass there. Well defended there by Ella Burnley. Gets the ball moving forward again for Surbiton. Martha Taylor. Good trucking back there by Maddie Axford to pick that ball up. Another penalty corner there for Surbiton. We'll see what the call from the coaches on the sideline is this time. It's going to be Georgie Gardens to inject. So it's Erica Sanders now on this castle. I wonder whether they're going for a flick rather than... Well, saved there by Nikki Cochran. Alert to that change in plan from Surbiton. Yeah, penalty corner. Georgie Gardens heads over to inject the ball again. So good running by Reading. Block that one. Now they're on the break. All back in play with Maddie Axford. Drives along that baseline. Nikki Cochran standing firm in the Reading goal. Just over 3 minutes to go. A long corner. Picked up by Erica Sanders from the long aerial. Well won back there by Alice Sharp. Gets the ball back. Surbiton just looking for one clear chance in these last couple of minutes. Reading defending hard. We're into the last minute now. Amy Costello in the corner, Reading pressing to try and turn that ball over. Sophie Hamilton turns out of trouble, can't connect. Good tackling back. Reading still got the ball in the final third of the pitch. So 20 seconds to go. Reading got the ball back into play. Just a matter of seconds to go now. And there we have it. 70 minutes hockey. Surbiton run out 1-0 winners over Reading. Get revenge for that Premiership final last year. And that means Surbiton will extend their lead at the top of the Women's Premiership table. So as we end this double-header weekend, both Surbiton men and Surbiton women sit on top of their respective titles and are in a great shape to be playing in the end of season finals weekend, which will be back here at Sugden Road, Surbiton Hockey Club, on the May bank holiday weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the first weekend in May, where the 4 men's Premiership top 4 sides and the top 4 sides in the women's Premiership will compete in the finals weekend. Tickets on sale via the England Hockey website. We look forward to welcoming you to Sugden Road. Next Saturday, we have a double-header weekend, which includes the men's side facing Old Georgians. That's a 6 o'clock game on Saturday. And before that, the women's side will be playing Durham University. So thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed those games. Both the men and women coming out on top. And we look forward to seeing you next week.
One second, 1 degree, 1 fraction. 1, a number that seems so small, even insignificant to some. But for us, it's the crazy pursuit of one that drives us on. And for you, it can be the difference between one won or one lost. So it's never only one, as it could be the one. Like the 1 degree of elevation that enhances your performance. Or the 0.001 COR that creates the impact in your game. 0.1 millimeter of thickness to produce the furthest distance. Or the adjustment of 1 millimeter to create a second skin feeling. The 1 gram that took hundreds of tests and our most tenacious minds. So if it seems crazy to care so much about one, well, then we're the crazy ones. Crazy love. Reach beyond. Mizuno.